Can you hear us now? You should be able to hear us now. This looks like this is way loud, but I don't know. You tell me. Look at that. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us now?
We hear us.
You should be able to hear us now. This looks like this is way loud. You tell me.
A lot of static.
I don't know where we're getting this interference from. Let me see if I can work on that. Hold on. The static is still there, yeah? It sounds like it is still there. I think this is probably going through one too many devices. That's probably why it's like that. Oh, did that fix it? Fix it? Fix it? Yeah, all right. Static be gone. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Turns out the static was actually just the background noise of the microphone picks it up. How crazy, man. Crazy good microphones is what I have over here. Extremely sensitive. Here's the problem. We have no chat. So one of us, great. I don't need to actually watch the video back. Cool, great. All right.
I'll keep it.
You keep Twitter or YouTube up, and I'll keep the other chat up. Let me
Pull up the other one.
Yeah, let me pull up the other one. I got you. All right. Great. All right. I have chat open in both places. Fantastic. I don't need that though. Great.
Don't want to
Perfect.
to it.
All right. So we'll remember at 12 minutes time. So that way when I edit this down for the proper audio format, that 12 minutes time is where we want to be.
Yeah. Is that what we're at? 12?
12. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another edition of Coaching Dads Unfiltered. And as you can see, today is real chill, man. Today is real chill. I feel like Adam looks short right now. It's just because of it's because of how high my chair is versus his. We can fix it. Watch this. I can go down. There you go. Now we're more chill. Yeah, exactly the way it's supposed to be. One more time. Welcome back to another episode of Coaching Dads Unfiltered. I'm Devin. We are your coaching dads, and we just keep it real. Today is July
12th,
2025. And let's start it off with, sir, you were gone. You got to go take a little family vacation down in Tennessee. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we were there for almost a week.
Yeah.
It was nice. We got a lot of work done to the property. Busy.
Found some black widows.
Yeah, we have a black widow on our property that we didn't mess with because obviously we don't want to die. And then we had a dead skunk on the property. Probably about 1,000 wasps, which I am allergic to. There was a
That's
deer.
why the EpiPen was in your house for you.
Yeah, and then
God.
we have a deer that lives on our property in the woods. I guess the neighbor seen a bear running through within the last 2 weeks, and like 10 wild boar running around. So
Yeesh.
yeah, we got that to look forward to.
So
We didn't see any, but
I don't want anything to do with that. If you don't know, as my wife calls me, I am a city boy. Okay, so you get me around too much wildlife, and there's not a fence or a piece of glass between you and I, or a TV screen. That's probably not where I'm supposed to be. Although, dream goal is to go potentially die in a safari in Africa. I have high ambitions and aspirations to go to an African
you
safari.
don't have to go to a safari for that. You just get bit by one of the mosquitoes, and I think not die. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like I do have high ambitions to go to an African safari. Uh, so cool, man. I'm glad we missed you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the people out there missed you. We're glad you're back safe and sound, away from the boars, the wasps, the black widows, and
Yeah,
all the lions, tigers, and bears don't mind.
it
So
would have been nice to see him.
yeah, we were here, and it stormed every day basically as you were gone. So,
It was high 90s all week.
yeah, it rained basically every day that you were gone. We did get to do some fun stuff, and I did all of my coaching. You know, I was a good lad, did all my coaching certificates while you guys are gone. And I also sat in a 3-day, 8-hour per day Zoom call for work. If you don't know, if I haven't mentioned it before, I'm a pre-K educator. So I'm in the classroom with the kiddos, 3 to 5 year olds. And we had a 3-day stipend. However, I did get paid for it, or I should be getting paid for it. Stipend, 3-day educational seminar. Was it? I learned a few things, but it was mostly a refresher course. So, no hate. Miss Jareen was very nice and very kind, and I learned some things through the open discussions and stuff like that. So,
That's a plus.
yeah, yeah. So here we are. We're back. We told you we wouldn't make you wait too long for episode 5, and it is all about our leading ladies. You know, we know that we talked a lot about dad and dad life to this point, but we wouldn't be the men that we are today without the very foundational ladies that were in our lives.
Yeah.
I've obviously been very open and honest about the fact that my dad did the best that he could do with the cards that he was given, but that also meant he wasn't around in totality. So the heartbeat of our household was my mom. So you know, it's only fair that we make sure she gets her flowers. And I have a phenomenal aunt. I've got a younger sister, and all these I mean, I'm truthfully, if you look at all the cousins, it really was just my oldest cousin Matt, and then me. Every other cousin in between is a female. So I got a lot of females on my side of the family.
Yeah.
So it's like that for you.
Yeah, I grew up real close with most of my cousins, females. So, I mean, there's probably some pictures out there somewhere of me in dresses when I was a little kid and playing dress up with my little cousin. Because we kind of we all clicked right away with the cousins. Me and my 2 older brothers, so we didn't have women around besides my mom. So when we had our cousins and we were hanging out, we did what we did.
Yeah. Shout out. We'd love to we're gonna try something new today too, as well as shout out Zoa Energy. We are looking for sponsors, and I've heard the best way to get noticed by sponsors is to just mention their name. And we have video right here, right? So shout out Zoa Energy. Okay. And also, next time I'm gonna tell you to bring a can with you.
Oh, my bum energy drink.
Yes, Mr. Chris Bumstead. Bumstead?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Chris Bumstead with Raw Energy and Bum Energy. Raw Nutrition and Bum Energy. We consume a ton of your products for the gym. They work better for Adam than they do for me, but we do consume them.
Yeah.
So we also would love to speak to anybody out there that would like to potentially partner with us. And we don't have a problem speaking positive things, but we only do it for the right price. I'm just gonna be real. I'm just kidding. We already paid for it. So, but no, we'd love to partner with those guys. All right. now that that's out the way, so we talked very intimately about our relationships with our dads
Mm-hmm.
and how we want to make sure that we're good dads. Um, Intimately, let's talk about mom, right? Like, obviously, she is the stepping stone and the cornerstone. And I know you've been honest about saying that you were a mama's boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And things like that. So let's
Yeah.
let's
100%.
talk about it. Tell me a little bit about your relationship with your mom and how that's helped shape and bring forth the greatness that is fatherhood today.
So I obviously, like you said earlier, I'm a mama's boy, and I'm the baby of the family. So usually the babies of the family get treated a little differently. They kind of get more of what they want.
That's crazy. The vast, he got 3 kids. I got one. He's the baby. I'm the oldest. This is perfect. This is
Yeah.
perfect cup of tea.
Yeah, you get both sides of the story.
Yeah.
Mom was always there. Dad's working, mom's at home making us dinner, making us lunch, taking care of us at home. So she's always busy. Still to this day, she's always making sure that everybody's taken care of. Obviously now that she's got her grandkids, they always say that grandparents treat grandkids different than their own kids, and I see it. My kids get away with everything. I couldn't do anything and not get yelled at for something. Now my kids, they do what they want. I think for most people, moms are your first love.
Mm.
A lot of people will say that yeah, they don't realize it until it's too late. Like, yeah, mom, man, that was my first love. I love my mom. You don't want to see mom with anybody else. That's why you see a lot of the times kids get jealous when mom and dad are holding hands or something. They're like, no, that's my mom. She's mine. It's all mine. Uh, that's, I guess, kind of how I felt. I just been attached with my mom and my grandma, my aunt, my aunts, my cousins, all my female side. We're all close. We connected right away, and we're almost the same person. I mean, granted, she tells me every day that I'm just like my dad, which is good and bad because my humor. But yeah, mom's definitely the best. You never want to say that you look up to a parent more, but you know that the moms are doing more with the kids than most fathers are.
Mm.
They're more involved, I should say. Dad's got to go out there and work. And granted, moms work too, and a lot of moms work hard. But the dad's, out in the hard field working, making the money, and then the mom's at home taking care of the kids, changing the diapers, waking up, feeding the babies, feeding the kids, doing all that to make sure that it's taken care of. So when dad gets home, he doesn't have to worry about doing that. Dad could come home from work and just, hey, honey, dinner's ready. Perfect.
Right.
This is great. That's but a lot of people don't have that. Some moms out there aren't like that.
Yeah.
Or some moms are by themselves and they have to do it all.
They have to do it all.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
first and foremost, shout out Gammy because she's already adopted Riley as one of her own. Anytime she leaves and comes back, she's brought Riley something back, and we're very appreciative. And your mom's awesome. She's
Yeah, that's her nickname, Gammy. Gammy. She didn't want to be just a regular grandma.
Yeah.
I
I don't think no. I don't know too many moms this day and age that want to be known as grandma. Because both. So we have Oma. Oma is my mom, right? So Oma is my mom, and then we have Nana, which is my bonus mom. So Nana is my dad's second wife.
Mm-hmm.
And so with Oma, yeah, man, she ran that ship. You know what I'm saying? She ran that ship. And the good, bad, and the ugly. But she was always there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And forever indebted to Oma. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call her now. Because like you said, when you become grandma or, when you have grandkids, you just Oma or your Nana, Gigi, getting me, all of them. So yeah, man. It was, like I said, it was just kind of different in my household. Because she kind of did have to wear both hats for us. She was there all the time. She worked overnights, would stay up during the day, make sure stuff was taken care of. And then, you knew when she was going to sleep and had to do what she needed to do to be able to get the rest of the day together. But yeah, she she had to wear both hats when it was necessary, and she was able to do so with grace. You know,
Yeah.
I know I have some very awesome memories of just being able to do little stuff with her and learn all the things that I learned, and from washing greens to she taught me how to drive my first car, and like I was out there ripping and running probably a little bit earlier than I should have been out there. You know what I'm saying? But she was the one, and my love of racing, tennis, like my love of a lot of the additional sports, like football is that one because I got to play it a lot. Like that's the one I fell in love with. But like tennis, golf, racing, my passion for cars, my passion for music, all of that came from her. You know what I'm saying? Like
Tennis, huh?
yeah, she played tennis. She played tennis till she tore her knee up. She was actually like, her and my aunt could have like had life been a little different and like injuries been a little different or whatever. Her and my aunt probably could have gave Venus and Serena a run. I'm not like no cap. Like this is no cap. I'm so serious. But life just had different.
Yeah.
Life had different plans. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they and my aunt. I still won't play my mom in tennis. You know what I'm saying? She different. Nope. I'm out. You want to play tennis? Nah, that's all right. You can send Riley to tennis camp though,
Yeah.
but we not going 1-on-1. Yeah,
On
she's
the Wii.
yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Tennis.
But even then, she'll be like, it's not.
She's got that
Yeah,
control.
the calibration is not calibrated. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. So, and then she was a singer she was a singer and musician for a lot of life as well. And she did a lot of cool stuff there, and yeah, so she really helped embed my love of music too at a young age, and I'm also very thankful for that because that ultimately ended up being part of my career path as well. So yeah, I mean, I was the oldest though, so you're like the test subject. You know what I'm saying? You're like the oldest, and you're like, okay, well, we're gonna see what works.
What we can do.
Right. See
what
what
we
works.
can get away with, and then the younger ones watch, and they like.
But it's weird to me because, like, I know you said, like, you the baby, and, like, Dale, my little brother, he's the baby, and then we have Elise, my sister's in the middle. Elise could get away with murder.
Well, that's probably because she was
the only girl.
She was the only girl. Exactly. It was me and my two brothers, so it's different.
Yeah,
but I think once you throw a girl in the mix, it's like, okay, well, mom's gonna take care of the girl.
I'm trying to tell you, Elise got away with murder, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Me, I definitely had my learning. You know what I'm saying? I definitely had my learning, and even when I did not make the most profound choices, she still had my back. But yeah, I definitely, and I grew up old school. We've mentioned this before. Like we was an old school house, right? So like, moms would definitely give you a whooping, but like it was different. You know what I'm saying? Like she would hit you with the.
You weren't scared of mom's whoopings.
Nah, you were scared of mom's words.
She hit you with the. And you were scared of dad's look. If dad gave you that look, you're like,
yeah, facts, yeah. Yeah, so like, but mom would kill. She would cut deep with the words. Boy, I remember the first time she said, I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Wait a minute.
That didn't hurt like much.
Wait a minute.
That hurt somewhere else. I'm not supposed to feel like this.
Now. Like, wait a minute now.
Well, the great story. My mom was my recess aide in elementary school.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you just imagine what happened? Like, I didn't do anything. I literally walked out of the door to go to recess, and my mom says, "You're on the line. That means I can't play at recess." I'm like, "What'd I do?
Yeah.
I didn't do anything." So I got to go stand on the line, and I get to watch all my friends play. Just because my mom's my recess aide, I had to stand on the line, even though I didn't do anything. But then I had some cool other recess ladies that were like, "Hurry up, go Adam, go play."
Yeah.
And I don't know, for no reason, it was like, man, that sucks. Mom, come on, I didn't even do nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I feel like you did something.
No,
I don't think mom.
She can't show favoritism. So she's got to put me on the line.
That's crazy. I don't believe these stories. I'm gonna fact check this.
Yeah, you can ask her if she's watching now. Mom, please say something. What did I do anything to get put on the line? I don't recall doing anything.
I'm fact checking that. I feel like Gammy.
Man, I was the vice president in 5th grade. I was a good elementary school student. I didn't do anything wrong.
Elementary school.
Yeah, that's how she was. She was my elementary school recess aide.
Right.
I don't think recess goes past elementary
Middle
school.
school and high school though.
You don't get recess aides. You don't get
No,
recess.
I'm just saying, you was fifth grade. What happened in middle school and high school? Like,
I was a great kid.
okay.
I've always been a good kid
Oh, okay.
for the most part.
Uh
Until I got
huh.
another good story. Great story. My mom. I was still young, but I hung out with my friends across the street.
Yeah.
Um, she gave me her phone, so I have it just in case. She's got the house phone. I got her cell phone. We decided we wanted to joyride in my buddy's grandpa's car.
Oh.
And mind you, it was, I don't know, 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm like, hey, it's probably not a good time to do it right now because my parents are probably up and they literally live right across the street. Let's wait. No, let's do it. Okay. We would have got away with it. We would have.
If it wasn't for those meddling kids.
No, if we decided to just push the car and start it once we got to the alley. My friend decided to start the car up and peel off right in front of the house. My mom looks out the window, sees us jumping in the van because I think I had a white hoodie on. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And she's calling the phone. We're down the block. She's calling the phone. I'm like, I can't answer. And then I end up jumping out of the van and I ran like a whole block and a half to get to the house because like mom lives across the street. She can just come and knock and we're not there. We're in trouble. So I get there and she's coming up to the door and I'm like out of breath. She's like, I just seen you guys out the window. You're grounded. You're coming home. I'm like, Mom, I've been here the whole time. What are you talking about? I'm like, yeah. She's like, dummy, look out the window. I see you. I'm like, oh man. So yeah, I got grounded for that. So mom is always on the watch. She wants what's best for you though. Obviously.
Yeah, the eyes in the back of your head, boy. That's
Yeah.
for sure, Mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
And I know she hates when I do this to her, but I have to do it to her. I call her by her name. I don't call her mom sometimes. I'm like, Tam. And she probably wants to stab me in the throat. And I do it on purpose just because I know it irritates her a little bit. And so I'll just be, hey, Tam. And she's like, Adam, I'm going to kill you. I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. And then I do it again.
Yes. If you haven't learned by now, Adam enjoys pressing buttons.
Yeah.
He gets a thrill out of that. Okay. We'll say that. He gets a thrill out of it. Yeah, so that's definitely that's for sure a large difference in culture because if I would have called my mom her first name, like I can't even call her first name on, you know what I'm saying? Like if I called my mom her first name, something might fly out the window through here right now from where she is on the south side of Chicago. Something coming through my window right now. What did you say? Yeah, no, we don't.
Starts ringing.
Yeah. I better be damn near dead saying it like, because what's your mother's name? But nah, man, we definitely, we didn't always see eye to eye, and stuff happens. But the biggest thing is you just like anything else, you learn, right? You learn. Everything is a learn. It's an opportunity to be better. And, moms always made sure that they were stern, but then still showed you that love afterwards.
Yeah.
My mom would always tell me she'll give you enough rope to hang yourself. Right. So like, she'll let you, like, she's not really gonna.
She'll let you walk to the cliff.
Right.
And right to the edge.
Yeah.
But once you put that foot over.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like she gonna let you walk and like walk that line. She's gonna give you her 10 cents for sure. Because it was more than 2. It was always 10. But she was gonna let you walk that line. And but she was always there if you walked a little bit too far.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crossing the street.
Yeah.
She's gonna pull you back.
Yeah. She was always there if you walked a little too far. Just enough to make sure you saw what I told you this was gonna happen type of thing, you know what I mean? But she also understood that, like, unfortunately, she just got 3 hard-headed kids.
And moms are always right.
Facts. They know. Even if they ain't lived it, they know.
And that's, I guess, another story time. Me and Courtney, we were dating. We had our differences, and I broke up with her. And my mom and my grandma are like, "You're an idiot. Why'd you do that? She's great, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm not listening to it. I'm young and dumb. I'm doing whatever. And they're like, she's the one, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. And, we ended up having a trip to Tennessee. Actually, you know what? I think my mom actually cried when I broke up with her because she's like, you're an idiot. Like, I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I was going on a trip to Tennessee with friends. Something happened. All the friends couldn't go. So I made a post on Facebook. Like, hey, who wants to go to Tennessee? Free trip. You just got to pay for your food, whatever. Courtney's like, hey, I'll go. And I didn't think twice. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then like my mom and grandma are just, oh my God, they're so excited. Like, hey,
didn't think twice. Just broke up with you. No big deal, though. I was already paying for it, so just come on. Whatever.
Courtney's back, woo. And then like, because they were going down too, but they were staying in a different cabin. So they're all like, oh my God, yes, we're so excited. You guys are going to get back together. And I was like, no, we're just, she's just a friend coming along. And then here we are, maybe 12 years later, 3 kids. But yeah, I mean, mom, she'll still tell me every day, I told you were an idiot. I told you she was the right one for you. It's like, yeah, I know, mom, whatever. You're right. I know. So moms are always right. Most of the time.
All right. Well, we telling stories.
Story time.
Here we go. I dated someone before, Kelsey. And my mom met her. Like, my mom knew about her or whatever. And like, the way that, like, this whole, whatever, like, the whole thing, she was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you even entertaining this? Like, what, like, you do you. And she was like, she said it just as coy as this. She's like, you don't see how she's ruining this dude's life? Like, she's gonna be a problem. Like, she's not in a good way. She's gonna be a problem. Like, you're gonna have to, like, remove yourself. And I'm like, nah, she cool. Like, whatever. Dude was just being blase, blah, this, that, and the third. She's like, okay. That's that guy my mom used to say, just like that. Okay.
Oh, well, I told you so.
And we didn't even make it, but shit, I don't know. 6 months? Not even maybe. But we had decided, because she was actively going through a divorce at this point. So we had moved in together or whatever. Come to find out, Shorty stopped paying our rent and was just pocketing the money. And then next thing you know, I came back to the crib, all kinds of notices on the door.
What?
And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, woo, 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 this, that, and the third, and then disappeared.
And then you go to mom, and what does she say?
Hey, she actually said, I told you so. You can go stay with your dad. That's exactly what she said.
I warned you before.
Hey, I ain't got no room for you here, pimp. You gotta go stay with your dad and figure it out. I told you this was gonna happen. And I was like, dang, like, yeah. So moms do be knowing. Do be knowing. It's not even a question. So yeah, just don't mess with moms.
Yeah.
Just understand. And that goes for Courtney and Kelsey. Like, they be knowing. Low key. Like, so if any of our kids are listening, because they like to be listening to the podcast, they know. Okay? We may not always know, or you may not think we always know. We know, and they know. Don't you worry, okay? We done it before. Now, you might have a little bit different access because of technology or whatever, but it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You just doing it on instant messenger instead of on a bicycle. It's the same thing. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys don't have to worry about moms butting in on your phone conversations because you guys don't have to worry about that. Back then, if we're on the phone upstairs, guess what? Mom's on the other phone listening.
Facts.
She
knew what it was.
She got the thing covered so you can't hear her.
Do you understand this boy thinks?
Yeah. You're going to knock at your door. Oh, man.
So the baby. So you got all the love.
Yeah.
You got everything you wanted.
Yeah.
That's crazy. As the oldest, it was, we'll see.
But, look at me. I get it. I understand why they gave me everything.
For those of you that are listening, he ain't all that in the bag of chips. Don't let him lie to you like that. He's just
That's what my mom said.
Just look at him. I'm dead. You can feel the energy, couldn't you? I'm dead.
Cubs won.
Yay!
After they got spanked yesterday.
Yeah, that was bad. PCA is a problem.
Yeah, he just robbed Aaron Judge of a extra base hit today.
We're
After
not
he
gonna,
missed yesterday.
yeah, I'm not even about to get my energy up about that because I'm gonna be mad when the Ricketts don't pay him. So, all right. So you don't have sisters,
Nope.
unfortunately. So I can't ask you that
I
question.
got sister-in-laws
Yeah.
that I've been around since they were real little.
Okay.
Um,
Well, yeah, y'all been together 13 years, so yeah, I guess
yeah.
you know,
I've known them
babies.
forever.
Yeah.
And obviously pick on them like they were my own. I still do. I mean, I was doing it back then, and I still do it now. And shout out to Crystal, mainly because Crystal hates it with a passion when I pick on her. Like she secretly just wants to kill me. Cassie, she gets it a little bit more. But I still mess with her all the time. And then Danica, her youngest sister, um, I pick on her. I've known Danica was probably like 4, maybe 5 when we met. So she was real little. So, we were always with her. And then Cassie and Crystal, as much as they don't like to say it, we always talk about it. They had a crush on me when I started showing up and hanging out around. They were like, they're the sisters that are like, oh, this is your boyfriend. Yeah. That was them. Believe it or not, Courtney will vouch for me. That's how they were. Um, yeah. So just me and my 2 brothers and then them. So couldn't tell you how it was to live in the same house as them because
Never happened.
yeah, I mean we just had vacation with my son and his 2 sisters, and guess what they did every single day?
Bickered.
They fought every single day. And on the car ride, Luke was lucky he went with Gammy in the car. And then I had Abby and Emma, and guess what they did in the car?
So that's
Fought.
crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. So like for us, Elise was the bridge of reasoning. Cause it would be me and like I would pick on Dale. Like I'm 7 years older than Dale, but I'm only 3 years older than Elise. And Elise would be like the bridge of reasoning. And so like I almost swore. When stuff would hit the fan. I did swear in an episode before and now I feel bad. So when stuff hit the fan, she would kind of be there to be like, calm down now. You know he ain't no. Like, but that boy young. Stop playing with him.
Yeah.
Or she would then go to Dale and be like, come on now, but like he's older. Like let him be big bro. Like just follow in line, like do what you're supposed to be doing, da 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 da. Me and Elise, however, our relationship is a roller coaster. We were younger, we were real tight. And then Dale came around and I kind of felt,
You had a brother.
yeah, but also like I was already like independent. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I was 7, 8. I'm playing games. I'm on the bike.
Yeah.
I'm out the house till sundown. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't trying to I ain't playing with this baby like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then
What do with this?
Right, he 3 and I'm 10. I'm like, I ain't trying to be around. Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? So like, me and Dale, I mean, we just never really I love my little brother. Don't get it twisted, but we just unfortunately it just didn't work out like that.
That age gap.
Yeah, it was just a lot because it just was like I already had my own life, right? I already had my own life. You know what I'm saying? And Elise, she like I said, she was the bridge of reason, and I think she's so cool because she stepped up and like her and Dale had a great relationship when they were kids because she could see it. Like
she was closer.
She was like, look, like look, we gotta let Dev go be Dev. You know what I'm saying? Like he an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in high school. I'm 14, 15, going to high school, and Dale, is 7, barely getting. He just started. You know what I'm saying? Right? He just starting. I'm going to high school.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's just different. And like, we shared a room. All 3 of us shared a room for a while, just cause. And then we split off, and then it was me and Dale for a while. But like I never seen that boy. You know what I'm saying? But Elise and I, before Dale came around, we were super close. And then, like I said, she really played like a pivotal part of just being like the person of reason. Because like Dale would be doing stuff and my stuff doing stuff. He just wants to be like you. He just wants to be like you.
Looks up to his big brother.
Yeah. Okay.
So she kind of got that mom
100%. Yeah. And now even more so, she has her own son. Like she for sure is like you could tell she was like the whole time she was born and bred to be a mom.
Yeah.
Like whole time. Like that's who she was. Like she was little mom. Like for real, for real. But Elise was cool, man. She definitely would help me around whenever whenever. And like me and her would kind of get into mischievous things. I would cover for her back. She would cover for my back. Like, hey, I ain't gonna tell mom.
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, I ain't gonna tell mom. You know what I'm saying? So she for sure played a part in helping me be who I am too. And like understanding that bond of like truly having like a family member. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, again, some people don't understand that family could be blood, family could be friends, and then you'll be blessed if you have family that's blood and friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't work out like that. And at least for sure, I think even now, like we don't live as close anymore, so we don't get to spend a ton of time together, but we chat almost every day now.
Yeah.
And I would say that we are more like blood and friends. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in earlier education, I'm in early education. Like it just works out.
Yeah.
So yeah, the sister thing for me, like, did I pick on Elise all the time? Did she had her little boyfriends all the time? You know what I'm saying? And I had to get her out of trouble sometimes too, and she got me out of some trouble too. It was like I told you the other day, if I make a phone call, that distance will get cleared real quick. You know
Make
what I'm
that call,
saying?
you hear a knock at your door 2 seconds later.
You and that distance will get cleared real quick. You feel me? So yeah, that's how that is for sure. And then, yeah, like I said, I have a really big family with aunts and lots of female cousins. So like,
Yeah.
I think I would say the number one thing that did for me is like it prepared me and like made me understand that like being a girl dad would be easy because I've been around more women
And I
in my
thought the total
life.
opposite.
Yeah, well, that's because you probably had the boys.
Yeah, yeah. I had my two older brothers, and all we did was wrestle and fight.
Yeah,
But I mean, like I said, I was with my female cousins all the time.
yeah,
But like, probably just living in that household with a female was like hard to understand.
yeah,
You know, especially like even with my dad. Like when Abby was born, it was a whole different ballgame. It was like even my mom said it. Like, oh man, a girl. Whoa, this
yeah.
is
Like
weird. You
this
know,
is
she
different,
had three
right?
boys. It's
Yeah,
girls different. Um, so yeah, it's girls are different.
yeah. I think I mean, I can't speak on it, but I personally think girls are. I don't know. I can't speak on it because I don't have a.
And
I think,
girls are different.
okay.
Girls, in my opinion, girls are harder
You think so?
to deal with. They got them 26 different attitudes. I mean, you see it with my two here. You say something, hey, what's up, Abby? She's like, hey, and then 2 seconds later, she's like, what do you want? Oh, Luke, he's chill. I ain't got really, hey, Luke, I'll be in my room. All right, cool. Cool.
Okay, that's not what this episode is. But
No.
that is funny. That is funny to think about.
Women, back to our influence,
Yeah.
our women. What influenced you the most with your mom?
Uh,
Or like what trait was like the most that stood out to you that you're like, man, this is great.
so for me, it is to and I don't do this well. So let me just say that because Kel's about to bust me out. Like I'm about to say this, and if I didn't put that disclaimer out there, she was about to bust out laughing.
Hmm.
My mom could be in, she could handle high emotional situations real well. There was a lot of them between us, between her and my dad, between her and Elise for sure. Speaking about the 20 different, whatevers.
Mm-hmm.
And she like, cause like, here's the truth, right? Like the truth of the matter is there are some people, I mean, they love their kids, but they'll forget their kids, right? Like they will just, like we see it all the time. People just walk away, men and women.
Yeah.
And like even though we went through some really ugly times, uh, early on, later in life, just period. She never like the phone was always there. You know what I'm saying? And like she would, and a lot, and like even more so, she would be so even keel and be like, okay, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. She would never like invalidate your feelings,
Understandable.
right? You know what I'm saying? She would never like, even when she knows that you're just speaking ridiculously, like she knows that you don't really mean the things that you're saying. Um, if that's how you feel, like okay. You know what I'm saying? Like she never really would belittle you or make you feel lesser than or anything like that. Um and I think that that's huge because there's not a lot of people in the world like that.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of people in the world that'll yell right back, say mean
Criticize.
things right back, you know, kick you out, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and she never was like that. You know what I'm saying? She always had, like I said, she always had like a clear conscience, a clear mind to be like, look, like, I get it. You're upset right now. Like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And she would obviously take some of that stuff and digest it. I'm like, sure, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like,
She ain't gonna tell you that it hurt.
yeah, she would just let you, again, she really, like I said, she would give you enough rope to hang yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would tell you, like, you're completely out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? But she would do it very peacefully and politely and then be like, okay, if that's what you still going to, like, at the end of the day, it's still your decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't live your life for you type of thing. Um, so that's probably the number one thing. And, like, as I've gotten older, I've, there's like triggers for me for sure. But like if you're not hitting one of those triggers, like I'm the same way now, right? Like I can just be like, hey, if that's like I do that with Riley, like we've talked about it. I think that's why like for me, I'm like, it's easy because Riley wanted to get to talking sideways, like, okay, we're like there's again, there's a line, like I'll understand and okay, like that like you'd be lying to you, like Riley's already said to me, like, you're rude, you're mean, you're okay. Hey, look, I might be. You're right. I might be. But at the end of the day, this is how things are going to have to be. And I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is.
Till you're grown and out of my house.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, hey.
And even then.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, like, I've gotten a lot better at that over the last 6-8 months for sure.
Yeah.
And just yeah, that's like the number one thing that I think back because like I'm very passionate is the best way to put it. I have a lot of energy and emotion inside of this 6'1", 313-pound frame. And sometimes it just pops off.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I don't know how to shut myself up. She always would just
understand.
Yeah, she would just understand that I am just a firecracker, and she might have just accidentally caught the brunt of something that had nothing to do with her. So, yeah, so I always appreciate her for that. So that's the number one thing, and I take that to heart because I know for a fact that Riley also has that trait of the firecracker. I don't know if she has the understanding part, but she has the firecracker. What about you, man?
Dependability.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah. Like no matter what, mom was there.
Yeah.
Like even if it was for the dumbest, stupidest thing.
Yeah.
Or like if I get in trouble with the law, get brought home in handcuffs. You know, you'd assume that mom would be all right. Well, you know what? You're going to do this. You're done. Like, I'm not going to keep putting up with you. No, no, it was the complete opposite. Mom took care of you. Mom was always there no matter what. Like, even to this day, I could text my mom right now and be like, hey, Ma, I need you to come over here.
Yeah.
She'll be here.
Yeah.
You know, mom was there 24/7, no matter what. Strongest woman I know.
Without
hands
a doubt.
down.
Yeah, hands down.
Hands down.
Bar for bar, I think our moms are right there. Yeah.
And it's insane. Like it's like, man, I look back and I always think like about everybody else's situation. I'm like, man, only if they could have a mom like mine.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine how many people would be different and like set if they had a mom like that? Like, I'm where I'm at because of my mom.
Yeah.
Like, I am in this position I am right now, all because of mom.
Yeah.
Granted, Courtney sometimes throws it out there that I'm a titty baby.
What does that mean?
That means that I was stuck on the tit for too long.
Oh.
Yeah. She says it all the time because yeah. Courtney will throw it out there. That's my mom, man. Like,
Oh, jeez.
okay, you could call it that. You know what? But that's my mom, and she will be the number one person I go to all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I have my wife now. Yes, I understand, but there's a difference between your wife and your mom,
Yeah, for sure.
hands down. Like, yes, yeah, my wife is there for me now. She's with me now. But what about the time she wasn't?
Right.
Guess who was there?
Right.
That's why I said your mom was your first love,
Yeah.
my first love.
Yeah.
As much as I don't express it as much, my mom yells at me all the time because I don't give hugs
No, you sure don't.
and stuff like that.
You sure don't.
And I got to, I'll start. I gave her one. I don't even know. It wasn't too long ago. I gave her a hug. She, oh my God, guess what? Adam gave me a hug. She's like excited about it because I finally gave her a hug. And
You better stop that shit, boy.
yeah, I know.
You better stop.
But yeah, dude, hands down. If I ever needed anything from growing up to now, mom will be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So yeah, dependability. Definitely depend on mom no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, we wore my mama out.
I think we did.
All
Yeah, us three
of
boys.
Yeah, we wore my mama out for sure.
Yeah.
All the time. She still showed up. She still showed up. She even showed up when, she didn't have to. So, like, dependability for sure is one. But I think, like, the other thing is, like, I think what allowed her to show up when she didn't have to was because she always could keep a clear head.
Because you're her boy.
And, like, understand.
You're her son.
Yeah.
She's going to show up no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter the differences, I guarantee you mom will be there.
Yeah. So outside of mom, who else you got? Like who let's give a top three. For me, it's easy. I can tell you my top three without a shadow of a doubt. It's my mom, my Aunt Karen. My Aunt Karen is fantastic. And then Nana, which is my bonus mom.
Yeah.
Because she's been quite the beacon of love and light. She was around more in my like adult life than my young life. But yeah, she's right there too. My Aunt Karen though, boy. My Aunt Karen like mom number two. Like we even lived with my Aunt Karen for a little bit of time. Like my Aunt Karen don't play, like, hold on now. Like, let me tell you the truth. My Aunt Karen don't play no games. She don't play none of, you never gonna be don't make no mistakes around Karen. Shit. Excuse my language again, but like, nah, no, sir. You want to talk about somebody who also, because like Aunt Karen, you know what I'm saying? Like Aunt Karen, like your aunt, like your favorite aunt that love you, like she almost like grandma, where like you get treated a little different. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get to, and she get to turn in that tone, you be, who is this? Hold on now. But my Aunt Karen, yeah, she don't play no games. You got it. You got it for a minute. But she will turn up the heat on you real fast if you really, once you cross that line, you know what I'm saying? And I always appreciate her for that because she's another one that like, when things ended up sideways, again, like you talked about dependability, she was always there in a heartbeat. Never was she ever going to let, me
anything stop her.
Yeah, right, exactly. Anything stop her from being with us or taking care of us or whatever the case was. So I will for always, Aunt Karen got mad love, and I will always have mad love for my Aunt Karen. She definitely was like mom number two for me. Yeah.
I can't give you a top three.
Nah,
I can't.
you got too many.
I have too many.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
But my number two, hands down, is my grandma.
Yeah.
My grandma. We were with my grandma all the time.
Yeah.
Growing up, we were a close family. So like our whole family was always at my grandma's house in Cal City.
Yeah.
Like that's our
Cal
house.
City,
Yes.
Ooh.
Cal City, right off Waltham and State Line.
Okay,
We literally used to walk. So the American Legion was across the street.
Yeah.
So us kids would always go to the tank and hang out on the tank while all the adults are at grandma's house. But like us kids, we're in the basement. All the adults are upstairs, and that's like that was all the time. You know, I remember walking to State Line Pizza with my grandma all the time.
Boy, I used to live on Shirley Drive. I know exactly what you're talking
Standing
about.
in the middle of the street, 1 foot in Illinois, 1 foot in Indiana.
Yeah.
Like, look, Grandma, I'm in 2 states. She's like, get out of the street.
Yeah.
We call her Bubba.
Yeah.
That is her name. It's Serbian. Bubba. Grandma. My kids all call her Bubba. I know us Celis boys, me and my brothers, we never really called her Bubba. Now we kind of do just because it just migrated over there.
Yeah,
Everyone called her that, but we were with my grandma all the time. You know, I remember my parents would go on vacation like once in a blue moon. I make fun of I make fun of that all the time. I tell my mom, I'm like, yeah, grandma raised me. You know, you and dad were always gone on vacation, and I was at grandma's all the time, and like it's a joke that we talk about. And like, my mom was like, shut up, we were never always gone. And I'm like, and then like I think one day we were talking about it, and my grandma was like, yeah, you know, since I did raise you, and I'm like, oh, and my mom's like, what? It was hilarious. But yeah, we were, you know, we'd go to Gatey's Ice Cream and get Gatey's ice cream and sit at the table and play Monopoly. And like, even to this day, you know, my grandma, I'm going there tonight.
We gotta take the kids there.
We're going to see Bubba tonight.
Speaking of,
we make it a tradition. We go see her every Halloween. We take the kids there with their Halloween costumes. We go see her. Every holiday is always at my grandma's house. Yeah, my grandma, she's different. She's my she's my number 2 for sure.
yeah,
Right below Ma.
yeah.
But like 3, 4, 5, I've got a lot, you know.
Gotcha.
My Aunt Shelly, my Aunt Sissy, my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Well, I guess right there. Those are the 3 that I could throw in there. My Aunt Shelly, who is in Florida. Well, she's here now. We're going to see her and my grandma after this.
Yeah.
My Aunt Shelly, man, that's you know Aunt Shelly.
Aunt Shelly, yeah, she
is the coolest person in the world.
She made me feel like a real, like I was a
everyone that's ever
Hollywood
met
star.
her. She is the coolest person in the world. She will talk to anyone. It doesn't matter who, what you're wearing, what you're doing. She will stop and she will talk.
She was so excited to catch us before she left on the 4th of July. She was like,
yeah, and she's in our podcast all the time, commenting on it, gives us nicknames. But like, you know, she didn't live close growing up. Yeah. She lived in like North Carolina. Well, guess what? All the summer we were going down there. We're with her. Yeah. We're hanging out. You know, now she's in Florida. We go stay with her in Florida. You know, she's the coolest person in the world. Yeah, hands down. I don't care who you are. She is hands down probably the coolest person I've ever met.
I ain't gonna lie, she made me feel like $1 million. I didn't meet her but for 5 minutes.
You know, my Aunt Sissy, she passed away in October. Right after my dad passed, we were with her all the time. That's my cousins, my 3 girl cousins that we were always with. We went there every Friday night. Us boys and the girls were all hanging out at my aunt's house. And but when I was little, I used to fight her and my mom, like wrestle with them. We'd be playing some games. I'd just be picking them up, throwing them around, and still, like, you know, it was last year was sometime I always mess with her. Like, I'm gonna pick her up and throw her over my shoulder. She's like, "Stop, put me down." And I tried doing it to her again, and she's like, "No, don't you touch me!" And it's hilarious to watch her and listen to her. Like, she's awesome. And obviously, my mother-in-law. You know, I've known my mother-in-law for a while. She is different. She helps out a lot. She's always there for us. You know, one text away. She lives close, so if we need something, we text her, call her. She's now grown into our Tennessee home. She wants to go to Tennessee all the time now. You know, we brought her to our land. She's like, I want to go. Yeah. You know, that's my land now too. Yeah. So it's hilarious. You know, she helped us a lot. You know, we moved into her house when I was going to the police academy because I wasn't getting paid. Yeah. So she's like, hey, you guys can move in. You know, me and my 2 kids and Courtney. Like, you know, we felt like we were intruding. You know, we moved in the basement and stayed there until we got on our feet. So she's been there for us for a lot of things.
So.
Yeah. So I and I'm sure there's a lot more out there, but
I was
off the top of my head,
the honorable mention list goes crazy.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, we don't want y'all to feel left out. If you
all the women out there,
if you didn't make it,
forget about you. Trust me.
Not all.
But off the top of my head,
some of y'all.
Those are my main ones right there.
We ain't gonna say all. Some of y'all. The honorable mention list would be too long to be able to cover. Real talk. So.
Absolutely.
But any of them, like, obviously grandma you spent a bunch of time with when you was younger, like
Yeah.
Shelly, you say you got to spend the summers with, but like, is there anything that's helped you in the parent space that like you took from them and like that you could like you know that like, oh man, when I was coming up, like this really impacted me. And so like
So
this is what I want to make sure that I do as well. Or like you caught on to like the way that they have a
so
routine
they're
or something.
the same
Oh,
because they were raised by my grandma.
oh,
You know, they're my grandma's kids.
right.
So every single one of them, we are all a close, tight knit family. That's what we are about. We are all family people. Everything is family
Yeah.
oriented, you know. So they were all raised by my grandma. So like you already see how that works.
Yeah.
All right. Well, grandma's all the way up here.
Yeah. So
And she
apple
taught
don't
each
fall.
kid the
Right.
same exact way, and they all did it the same exact way.
Right.
Like my mom and her sisters, like my aunt Shelly and my mom, they're the same. Yet my aunt is cooler, obviously, more outgoing,
Yeah.
and she will talk to anybody and
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
for as long as she can.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're like, all right, I gotta go. Like, but wait,
Yeah,
I
right.
gotta finish.
Oh yeah, she for sure owns the Midwestern
It's
goodbye.
great, and,
Yeah.
and everyone loves her. I guarantee you, there's not one person out in this world that will talk to her and be like, I don't like that lady. Not one. I guarantee it. But yeah, like you know, my mom, her sisters, her brothers, they are all raised the same because of my grandma.
Yeah.
So you know, my grandma had a lot of kids.
Yeah.
7, I think 7, something like that.
Yeah.
But like you know, she raised each one the same. Not one of them is different, which is
That's
great.
good.
Yeah,
that's
which
what
is
I'm saying.
great,
That's good.
100%. So like watching them, it's like okay, well wait, they did it that way. What they're doing it that way too. Oh wait, hey, they're doing it that way too.
I guess
Like,
I'm
oh,
doing
okay.
it this way.
Oh, this is the way it's gonna be. And you know, a lot of like three is the number
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I shouldn't even say that because my aunt Shelly has 2.
Yeah.
My aunt Sissy, she had 3 girls. My aunt Shelly's got 2 girls.
Got you.
So a lot of girls. If you
Gotcha.
catch it, there's been a lot of girls around. So it's been busy.
Yeah.
You? Anything that stood out that was like, all right, well, I want to do that when I'm a parent. I want that trait. I want to do that. I want to be like that.
Just to showcase like the importance of like your community, right? Like my mom, even though she was so busy, she was super active in the community. My aunt was super active in the community. Um, you know, whether it's like camps or the boards or, you know what I'm saying, PTO, stuff like that. And so they were real busy about that. And just making sure that even if the schedule is hard, which you know about obviously because you like rotate and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier, my mom worked
Worked
nights. My aunt, when I was younger, she owned a practice. She was a pediatric. She owned her own practice. So like there was days where she was going on, you know, until 5, 6,
Right.
7. Still just making sure that you find that balance to always connect properly with the family. You know what I mean? And just making sure that, like I said, you showcase the love of community. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, you don't, you know, not a single person raises a child, it's a village. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Yep.
just making sure that you show the importance of your village, your tribe, and leaning on them when you need to. Because I know, like I said, we kind of, sort of, like I ain't throwing no shade, but just the reality of my life. 70-30 when I was, you know, 70-30 before the age of 18, it was kind of like a a single parent home, you know what I'm saying? Just because of situations. So it was like my mom was always there, wore every hat. So it was just, she still made sure that she was always there, uh, you know, for reasons beyond our control. So,
Yeah.
uh, just, yeah, the community. So like they were friends, family, you know what I'm saying? We was different places all the time. And like, she always made sure that we showed love to them and, you know, just appreciate that. So yeah, that's the number one thing. I think it is huge to have that. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, you're driving yourself crazy. Driving yourself crazy. You will. Trust me. You gotta have some friends and family around you that understand that, like, hey,
The parent life.
right, exactly, yeah, that's the thing, right? You gotta have, and even some of them don't. Like some of them don't. Like we had some friends that didn't have kids, but they loved watching us
Right.
because it was, oh yeah, we'll watch, we'll watch them for you, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. Or at least they gave off the image that they did. They might have talked telecrap after the fact, but they at least gave the image that they did, and we definitely had a ton of fun when we would hang out with them. So, yeah, just making sure that whatever needed to happen happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's kind of the biggest thing. It's just you just don't. My family is full of like the term resilience. That's what I'll say. That's how I could probably sum it up. Resilience is like the trait that I learned from my aunt and even my bonus mom and my mom. It's just resilience. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know. I don't got nothing else. What do you want to talk about next week or next episode? It will be next week.
Next week or next episode.
Yeah, next week might be tough though because we got football and then the
Football
concerts.
starts. Yeah, the concerts.
Those are Thursday, Friday, Friday,
Thursday,
Saturday?
Friday. Yeah, Thursday,
Friday.
Friday. That's if we get out of football on time. I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure we will, but we'd have.
Well,
to
we
come home and
could.
change.
Well, we could. So Thursday, what might happen is maybe we just don't do it live. Maybe you guys, unfortunately,
Then we just do an earlier one.
right? Yeah, and you just have to watch the VOD. You guys that are listening to us right now, it doesn't matter. Anyways, because you just listen to us. Not to sound rude or disrespectful. We appreciate your listen. Don't
You
get
just
it
listen
twisted.
to us.
Yeah, but you guys like to listen. I get that. We also offer it in video format on YouTube and Twitch. And so we were just thinking about that. But yeah, I mean, practice doesn't start till 6. We could do like a 4 to
Yeah.
like a 4 to 5 or
4 to
something.
5,
Yeah.
If Courtney and Kelsey are live or watching us, I think that our next one, they should be involved. We should maybe have a big sit down with them.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out because Kels won't really get home till basically it's practice time. So we'll
True.
have to
Or
look
we do
into
it on a weekend. A weekend at
Oh yeah.
earlier mornings, like because if I work at about
we could
1, so like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we could wake up and do a cup of coffee with the girls. I like that.
Yeah, that Courtney, Kelsey, if you guys are watching, we need you to say yes
or no,
or yes
or no,
or no. Yeah, if you guys aren't interested in that, then let us know too. But we would like for you women to be involved and maybe us ask you guys some questions, or vice versa. You guys ask us questions. Courtney, Kelsey. If you guys don't respond in like 2 seconds, that I take that as a yes, and we're gonna move on. Oh, perfect. I know Courtney's doing homework and stuff.
Courtney says maybe.
Oh,
we'll work on it, Court.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll
talk
get
to you.
there. We'll get there.
Don't worry, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, I think that should be next.
I think it's great. Yeah, because they're now see again, no slight. These are the most important women in our lives right now, today, and moving forward. Right?
Yeah, they're the busiest ones.
Right. The busiest ones. They help move our tribe right now. You know what I'm saying? They moving mountains. I know Courtney be moving mountains. I know Kelsey be moving mountains. So we appreciate y'all. Don't think just because you didn't get mentioned today that you're not important. Don't get it twisted. This just
especially our wives. You guys know what you
guys
are.
This is about the women that molded us to be the men that you decided to marry. Kelsey had a choice. I don't know how you might have trapped Courtney into that, but Kelsey had a choice. So, but yeah, we'd love to have you ladies. And shout out one more time to
everybody.
Our moms, our aunts, our sisters, cousins. Yeah, all the important women that have left a touch on our heart, our soul, our journey.
Made us who we are.
Greatly, greatly appreciate you. Shout out the ones that left the one that wasn't so positive so that we didn't make those mistakes again, low key. Just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You live, you learn. You know what I'm saying? I think one of my favorite things too is one of the things that I plan to teach the kids too when we start on Tuesday is loss. You know what I'm saying? Well, we don't ever take L's. You know, we don't take losses.
Learning experience.
False. It is a learning opportunity to sharpen your skills. Okay, it's never losses aren't no less losses aren't bad. You just got to shift that mindset because
The only
it's
time a loss is bad is when you're not trying.
facts. But
Yeah.
then we got a whole other situation to worry about. That's an
Yeah.
effort issue. So
Yeah.
learning opportunity to sharpen skills. If you want a little quip to take home with you from the Coaching Dads, there you go. Learning opportunity, sharpen skills, LOSS. All right. They're not bad. They're not a negative. They're just an opportunity to get better. All right. So we will see you guys. Well,
We'll let you know.
yeah, make sure you're following. The Facebook group is popping, by the way. I would say right now we just focusing on Facebook. So if you have Facebook, just type in Coaching Dads Unfiltered. Our Facebook group is popping, and we're gonna do a better job of interacting with you guys on the daily. I know Adam been dropping little stories out there looking
Yeah,
on
in
Bear Grylls, sexiness and whatnot. But if you have Facebook, we'd love for you to follow us over there because we again, we're looking to build a community of dads, moms, family members, whomever, that just enjoy this journey that is parenting. Whether you've completed it and you've got sons out there like me and Adam, or whether you're just starting, you got baby girls out there like Emma O'Reilly. You know, we want to welcome all you guys in there, and we really appreciate it. So,
absolutely.
on that note, we are going to bid you adieu.
Enjoy your guys' Saturday.
Yeah, that's right. Enjoy your weekend because this will come up. This will go live, Sunday, and but yeah, man. But
But
bye.
we gotta go.
We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.